Alright people, today I'm going to give you an update on my Snakehead, the Channa Andrao, and a little update on the tank in general, because we haven't spoken about the 200 litre for a while, and we are finally going to add some fish from this tank into the 240 litre. Yeah, it's going to be a busy day people. But yeah, first things first, let's talk about the 200 litre in general, because it does look quite different since the last time I spoke about it. And the main difference is the massive root that we have right here. And if you've watched my video on how I set up my Roma 240, you will know I actually bought this piece for that tank, but there wasn't any space in that tank for this piece. Well, technically there was, but it would have kind of ruined the image of everything else. It just didn't fit. But I just love the shape of this root, so I thought let me add it in here. However, it does take up quite a bit of space. The fish don't really have much swimming space, but some of the fish are going into the 240 today, so there will be a bit more space. Now I was thinking about, you know, the azalea roots they have right at the back. I was thinking about taking that out completely and then just moving this root a bit further back. That will open up a bit more space for the rest of the fish, but I haven't quite decided yet. What do you think people? Should I move that azalea root or should I just leave it the way it is? Now as you can see, we also have the grass. The grass is growing everywhere and it's looking so cool. Now I was thinking about trimming it a little bit, but at the same time I love how it looks so natural. And the snakehead, who's quickly becoming one of my favorite fish in this fish tank, absolutely loves it. I tried to get some footage, but whenever I get too close, he does start to move. But yeah, that's the update on how the tank looks visually. But now let's focus on the snakehead, because yo, people, the Channa Andrao must be one of the best community snakeheads I have ever seen, man. I mean, I'll keep it real. I've been looking at snakeheads for so long, but I just always thought they might be a bit too aggressive for my fish tank. They might attack my fish. And you know, things like Lily, my moray eel, I was kind of worried that they might get attacked. So I always kind of stayed away from them. But if you've seen my previous video, you will know that I did end up buying one snakehead, which is the Channa Andrao, because they supposedly are very peaceful. And people, I can now confirm in this first week, yo, it has been very peaceful. He has shown no aggression to anyone else in the tank. And the best thing is, people, he eats flake food. Now, as I mentioned before, I am going to move some fish today. And one of the reasons is because we are going to go to Wholesale Tropicals today, which is where I got my first snakehead. And we are going to get another one, maybe even two more. I still need to look into whether they're going to be okay in a bigger group, but they do seem to be fine. But I'm definitely going to get one today. And yeah, if you're in London and you want to get one too, pretty sure there's going to be a few left. Now don't worry guys, I will post a proper care guide on how to look after them. I do want to keep this one for a few more weeks so I know that I'm doing everything properly, but just seeing how it's interacting with all of my other fish right now, I am fairly confident that I can get another one, because they all seem to be getting along great. But anyway people, I don't have much time, so let's quickly take out some of the fish. Actually, hang on, have I mentioned what fish I'm taking out yet? I don't think I have. Let's talk about that quick. So people, as you can see, I've got Congo tetras and rainbow fish, and my plan is I'm going to split them up. I'm going to have one of the groups in this tank, and then I'm going to have the other group in the other tank. Now rainbow fish do get bigger, so technically it would make more sense to add the rainbow fish into the Roma 240. However, the Congo tetras are a schooling fish, and the 240 would give them a bit more space to school and swim about. So that was a dilemma I was having, but after thinking about it for more than a week, I've decided I'm going to take out the rainbow fish and they are going to go into the Roma 240. Now I'm not going to move all of them at once. I'm just going to take out the bigger ones, but I'm going to keep the two smaller ones in here. I'm going to see how the bigger ones do first, and then if they all do fine, then we'll move the two smaller ones in a week or two. Oh yeah, let's just get started. Now people, I can tell it's probably going to be a bit difficult. Once they realize what's happening, they're going to swim all over the place. But let's just hope, oh, let me take my watch off. Let's just hope we can do this quickly, man. You know what, let's just take two out. Let me move them quickly. I'm just gonna let them rest for a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them in the tank, and then we are gonna go off to Wholesale Tropicals to get some more snakeheads. Alright, cool, and we are at Wholesale Tropicals, and luckily they still have some. They are right here. Don't know if you can see. There you go. They still have like 3 of them, if I counted correctly. I'm only gonna grab one, so if you do want to grab some, you can come down and grab them. But at the same time, I'm thinking, should I get 2? You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna get 1 today, and then next time I come down, if they still have them, I'll probably get a 3rd one. Hey man, people, I can't lie, I've been walking around the shop for a while. I'm trying to get something else on top of the Snakehead. I might get some assassin snails. I saw that they have a few more there. The ones I got in my tank, they are doing a decent job, but you can never have too many, you know. So I'm gonna grab a few more. Hopefully they'll do a bit of breeding in that. Alright, we just grabbed the Snakehead and it's an absolute beauty, man. I can't wait to get it home. Alright, and we are back from Wholesale Tropicals, and people, we've got our 2nd Snakehead, man. It is right here. It's just acclimating right now. The other one is right here in front of me. Yo, what are you saying, dog? So yeah, the one I already have is slightly bigger than the one I bought, so I'm hoping they'll be okay, but apparently they should be fine in a group. Now I will upload a separate care guide on how to look after them properly, but let me just talk about what I've noticed so far. And what I have noticed with them is they are incredibly peaceful. Even when you feed them, like the one I already have is on dry food, and when I put the dry food in, it kind of looks at the dry food and then it strikes and it eats it almost as if it's hunting, but it's eating the dry food. So yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say if you have small things like tetras or shrimps, they will end up as snacks. But in a slightly bigger community tank like this one, where you have things like Congo tetras and rainbow fish and the oddball fish like my Moray eel and that, the snakeheads do seem to be perfectly fine. Now people, I did find one more fish in that shop, but yo, that fish is so cool. It does deserve its own video, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to make you wait. I will upload a 2nd video on the other fish that I bought, but yo, I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, in regards to the snakeheads, they do seem to be very peaceful. This is the Channa Andrao, so don't get it confused with the other ones. The other ones are or can be aggressive. I think the rainbow snakehead might also be fine. That's also another peaceful one. But yeah, if you're looking at the other ones like the cobra snakehead or something like that, they get very big and they're very aggressive. Now, like I mentioned before, this is my 2nd snakehead, so I did buy one before, and if you want to see the day that I got that snakehead, then click right here.